Welcome, my constant reader friends. I'm Tad, and this is Tad Reads Books and Stuff. All right, so let's just get a reading update out of the way real quick. I am about halfway through with Rush, album by album. This book just goes over each album from the first one. Well, they're recorded studios, not like greatest hits or things like that. Recorded studio albums from the first one to their last one. 20 albums. I'm about halfway through, so you will be seeing the discussion on this book, my normal Monday video. I'm also going through and listening to each album as I read each chapter. That's fun. I haven't done that in quite a while. I actually gone through and listened to the whole catalog of Rush. But anyways, stop, Tad. Stop talking. Get on with it. So I'm finally getting to the next edition of the Marvel-ous team up with Grozz and Tad. And this is Preacher. We're in book 2. This is by Garth, Ennis, and Steve Dillon. I'm doing the next 6 chapters. There's actually 2 more chapters in this book for some reason. I thought they all had just 12 chapters in them, and we were going to do 6 at a time. But these 6 that we're going to talk about today do, I think, encapsulate or finish off the arc that we started. So let's just get into it. So this is going to be for chapter 19 through 24 in book 2. Now I'm going to do it the similar way that I've done in the past, that I learned from Jay, the Faceless Book Reviewer. I'm just going to show some exploded images of some of the pages in each chapter and do a voiceover of each chapter. Hopefully that will save some time so I don't just start running at the mouth like sometimes I do. I know. But then we'll come back after I get all that edited and we'll just do a final recap real quick. And so, without further ado, let's get into it. We start with chapter 19 of Things to Come. Well, chapter 19 opened with a UFO sighting. Is that a falling angel? Jesse and Tulip steal a Ferrari to aid them in their travel to the Masada to save Cass. The Saint of Killers finds out where Jesse is going. O-Star and the Grail are trying to figure out what Cass is, and Jesse is not wanting to bring Tulip into any harm's way. Chapter 20. Too Much Gun. Jesse and Tulip get attacked by ninja assassins and start shooting their way out. O-Star brings in a sadistic eunuch to keep Cass in constant pain, since they don't know really how to kill him. The Grail are using Cass, of course, as a bait to capture Jesse. Jesse tries to get Tulip to wait for him and stay safe. The eunuch starts to torture Cass. In chapter 21, Stormbringers, the Saint of Killers is traveling to the Masada on a boat. The Allfather, Diaronique, the head of the Grail, flies into the Masada with the little twerp, or should I say bloodline of Christ. Jesse leaves Tulip in the middle of the night. The Allfather, one of the most vile and vicious, non-confrontational bad guys I've ever seen. He doesn't come right out and say it, but he knows everything that is going on with O-Star. In chapter 22, Iron in the Blood, Jesse just walks right into the Masada, and he is brought to meet the Allfather. They confront and threaten each other, and the Allfather tells Jesse that he is actually the nephew of Jesse's grandmother. The Allfather negotiates a winner lives fight between Jesse and O-Star. As they fight, Ostar diverts Jesse away so he can actually divulge his plan to Jesse. But they get interrupted by the entrance of the Saint Killer. Yeah, and he just starts killing everybody. In chapter 23, Revelations, the Saint of Killers is about to kill Jesse when Ostar steps in and tells the Saint of Killers if he kills Jesse, he will never know who killed his own family. He then shows them that he has the angel, the father of Genesis, in captivity. Now that Genesis is inside of Jesse, he can inevitably learn everything that Genesis knows. The angel tells his story of his coupling with the demoness and the birth of Genesis. The Saint of Killers helps Jesse and Ostar escape. Ostar's henchman tries to capture the blood of Christ, and then Ostar decides to kill everyone by starting the detonation process to destroy the whole island of Masada. And finally, chapter 24, and justice for all. The angel is screaming that God is coming for retribution against him, and Jesse refuses to help the angel and tells him to shut up. Jesse goes to save Cass, and the Saint of Killers continues killing. Jesse and Ostar get into a fight, but Ostar gets away, and the Allfather is trying to escape in a helicopter. But where is the blood of Christ? Ostar jumps in the helicopter as it takes off and pushes the Allfather out of the helicopter as it flies away. The Allfather falls to his death, landing and squishing the blood of Christ. Jesse kills the eunuch that is harming Cass and rescues Cass. All right, well, I hope that wasn't too long. 6 chapters is a lot to go over at one time, but you can see that I think we're finishing up this arc of this part of the story. I thought it was pretty interesting. The Allfather, wow, what a character. I really loved him. Such vile but he kind of is one of those people that sits back and he's non-confrontational, but the whole time he's being confrontational and he's dangerous. I'd like to see him continue in that type of character in other books, although we see what happened to him at the end. But anyways, I wish he would have lasted longer in these books. Maybe he'll come back as a ghost or something. I don't know. Anyways, that was it. Chapters 19 through 24. In another couple weeks, 2 weeks, hopefully, you'll be seeing the next 6 chapters in the book. That will bring us into book 3. I love these covers. The covers of these books are fantastic. The artwork in these books is fantastic. And I can't wait to see what happens next. All right. Well, if you found any entertaining values in my videos, please like, please subscribe, please leave me comments. I love the comments. And until next time, peace out.